Hey, what's going on, guys and girls? This is going to be a quick case study from 22K in 7 days. And I'm doing like a new concept here. So every single video I post is going to be 6 slides. So I'm going to call it 6 slides. Everyone knows the rules, kind of like Dave Portnoy. Hope you guys get that one. Okay, so yeah, 6 slides. Everyone knows the rules. Let's get right into this case study. So first off, let me just show you guys the proof. Here's my store screenshot, and honestly, this conversion rate's horrible. Um, it's not terrible, but my average order value is around $105, so I have a lower conversion rate in general. But um, this week of April was honestly pretty shitty. Excuse my language. Pretty bad conversion rate. So I'm working on bringing that up. Um, so yeah, so let's just talk about this real quick. So yeah, this store like is currently changing my life. I mean, it's my largest store I've ever had. I'm able to post YouTube content about this store. It's maybe the most money than any other store in the past. Um, and I've got to meet a lot of cool people working on the store with mentors and agencies and just learning new things from other people because of this store. So yeah, this kind of just fuels my content for my YouTube, and I learn a lot from this store, and I get to share it with you guys. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, this didn't happen overnight, guys. I've been in the game for 6 years now, and it can happen quick. But I'm never the one to say that this stuff comes quick. This money comes easy. Um, this business is not a get rich quick scheme, and I'll be the first person to say that. And I hope my channel doesn't give off that type of vibe, I guess, to the viewers watching. It's not like that. It's this stuff is difficult, and it's taken me a long time to get to this level. And there's still levels above me that I'm still striving for, and it's going to take a long time. No, hopefully not a long time, but it's going to take a lot of work to get there. So yeah, you don't really see the struggles on YouTube, right? Like there's a lot of headaches with this store, a lot of cash flow issues. Some months were bad, just overall. Like January kind of sucked, to be honest. And most people don't post about that. It's not good content. But yeah, YouTube is kind of like a. I said in here, it's kind of a scam, and I mean that like, you don't see the full story on YouTube. And I try to be as transparent as I can with you guys, especially if you guys work with me one on one. I'll answer any questions and share the dark side of really business, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of gurus that I don't really like their content, but there also are a handful of ones I really do like their content. So shout out to them and keep doing you, I guess. So yeah, let's go on to the next slide and get into the chunk of this store. So, so product overview, very very important part, arguably the most important part of any new store or store that is scaling, right? So. These are just important points, some listicles that I think are the most important that you guys should be aware of. So my product is very high on the Life Force 8s. Life Force 8s, that's like 8 inborn needs that every human has. I'm not going to go over all of them. You guys can just Google them. I have them up on this screen over here. I forget which book it's from that I learned about them, but I don't know. It's a pretty well-known thing in marketing. But you need to be high, and I just look at it high, low, and medium. So my product is high on two of the Life Force 8s, and it's high on social approval, and it's high on keeping up with the Joneses. Joneses, which basically means when your neighbor gets a new car, you want to get a new car, or they paint their house, you want to keep up with them and paint your house. So my product is very high on both of those, and a few others as well, but most importantly those. And then secondly, my product is very easy to ship. It's lightweight, it's small. Shipping prices are relatively cheap, and it really helps with your margins, and just ordering bulk and just shipping in general, faster shipping. It just makes the entire process so much easier. And the product is a very high perceived value, and I'm selling it with 60% margins. And to be honest, I try to shoot for 70% margins, so there is definitely a little bit more room for improvement with this product, but it has a very high perceived value, which is very important when you're selling um, direct to consumer, and especially drop shipping and getting those impulse purchases. And yeah, it's very easy to brand. I can easily white label this product. I have my logo on the product itself and on the package that it comes in. So very easy to do. My supplier does it for me. If you guys communicate with any supplier, they can handle all that custom branding stuff. You can have them put like custom note cards or custom whatever you want inside the package itself, or have the actual package that it arrives in customized with your logo and on the product as well. So yeah, those are the important points. And again, if you guys have any questions during this, just comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys might have. Okay, so store creation, another very important part. Once you guys have a product to test, the next step is kind of to build your store. So yeah, I'm using Shopify obviously, but I truthfully believe it's never been easier to build a store in e-commerce. You can simply Google like top DTC brands in 2024, and I listed some here for you guys, but go look at their landing pages, learn from them, steal and copy what they're doing on their homepage, on their product page, on their collection page, their add to cart page, their checkout page, all of it. Like these brands have spent, I don't know how much they've spent, but probably millions, right, on ads, and they've split tested a bunch of stuff, and they've optimized their store in their given niche, and you can learn from that. So I don't really need to say much, honestly, about store creation. Like, just go look at Rose Skin Co., Nori, Tabs, Avi, LV.com. They're crushing it. Go learn from them. Go try to recreate their stores with the free themes. And to be honest, I'm kind of been leaning toward the shrine theme lately. A couple of my students are using it, and they're crushing with that theme. So, I might pull the trigger and switch to the shrine theme. But before, I've been using Refresh and Debut. And I did buy a paid theme. I forget the name of it, but I honestly stopped using it. It just wasn't, it didn't really make that much of a difference. And I think Shrine is a pretty good paid theme. So yeah, there's that. Let's move on to the next point. So Facebook, as you guys know, well, maybe you guys don't know if you guys don't watch my channel, but I'm very bullish on Facebook. And I used to do TikTok ads in the past, and I've scaled to over 500K on TikTok, and it was a pain in the ass. Facebook is so much easier in every aspect. It's so much more sophisticated. It's just better in almost every single aspect. So really I just want to talk about the main points here with Facebook and how I'm able to scale and test products and scale the store. So we always scale with CBOs, and you can even test with CBOs. You can also test with ABOs. I have another video on that, but you most definitely scale with CBOs. That's pretty much industry standard. And I personally use broad targeting. I know a lot of other media buyers talk about broad targeting as well. I am on the broad targeting wave, and it is by far the best in my opinion for testing and scaling. So that means no interest at all. We're just choosing age, gender, and location, and that is it, right? And when we test new creatives, we're using the DCT, so dynamic creative testing. I follow the 3-2-2 method. Three videos or images with 2 primary text and 2 headlines. Or you can have a creative testing campaign, an ABO campaign, and you would have one ad per ad set. So you're isolating your ad variable. Both methods work, but either way, you're going to take your winning creative and put it into your scaling ad set in your CBO. If this sounds complicated, guys, this video isn't about scaling. I have plenty of videos on my channel about the one campaign structure and CBO scaling, so go check them out. But yeah, general rule of thumb is like 1 campaign per country. It keeps the account very, very simple and easy to manage. And honestly, media buying isn't difficult. Like, anyone watching this video could be a media buyer today. I don't think it takes very long to be trained, and you guys could easily be media buying for other brands with no experience in e-commerce at all. You just need to be trained for a couple days, maybe a week, and you get the hang of it. It's really not complicated. That's not the hard part of running ads and scaling, right? And yeah, for scaling, general rule of thumb, increase budget by 20% per day if your goal CPA is hit. And you can do 5% a day, 10%, 15, 20. You can even double your budget if you really want to get aggressive. But 20% is a pretty safe amount. Okay, let's move on. So testing creatives, this is honestly the more important part than the actual media buying. So what I did for this store to scale to 22K in 7 days was I needed new creatives. My store was dying out. My ads were dying out. And I was really hitting some ad fatigue, and I needed new ads. So what I did was I tested 10 different ads a week. So I did this for 2 weeks and tested 20 ads. And out of that, I found 2 winning ads with 2 different hooks that were able to scale me from 0 to 5K per day. And, it's okay that 80 and 90% of your creative tests fail. that's kind of the point of testing. Like, you're gonna test and you're gonna fail, and I know it's okay. It's almost good that you're failing, right? It's better than not testing anything at all. So yeah, I really just focused primarily on the hooks. I wrote 10 hooks. You guys, if you guys watch my channel or follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I find hooks by going on TikTok and YouTube, and anything that stops my scroll, anything that gets me to stop, I take that hook and I put it in my notes app. And then I'll come back on a later day and I will take that concept of that hook and tailor it to my product and to my customer, my character avatar. Right. So yeah, I tested 10 hooks. I didn't really focus on the scripts, to be honest. I gave my editor an example of my previous ads of like the rest of the ad video, like the body of the ad video. I honestly, like, you should be focusing on the script, but the most important part of any ad is the hook. So that's why I just doubled down and tested 20 different hooks. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, testing consistently at least. You don't need to test 10 a week, but be testing every single week for sure. Oh, and you guys can go use Viral Ecom ads for editing, and you can provide them your hooks and your scripts that you want to do when you fill out the submission form. Most people do not do this. They just order from Viral Ecom ads and don't fill out the submission form with any info. Make sure you put your hooks or your scripts in the submission form and provide as much detail as you can, and you'll get much higher quality ads. It's not easy, and it just makes sense. You give them more value, and they'll return value to you as well. Okay, so let's continue. So this is I think it's the last slide. Yeah, I think it's the sixth slide, guys. So if you guys made it this far, congrats. But yeah, so game plan moving forward. I'm going to continue. Oh my gosh, that voice crack was terrible. And I'm not going to edit this out because I'm not going to edit it out. Anyway, I'm going to be testing new ads every single week and really focusing on doing market research and creating better ads and testing quality ads over quantity. This should help me scale past 5K a day if I can find a couple more winning ads that will work together and scale my ad account. And I really do want to find some image ads that scale as well. So yeah, that's kind of my plan moving forward. Find more winning ads to scale past 5K per day. And then weekly CRO test using apps like ABC Convert to split test your traffic on your store and split test headlines, images, listicles, even shipping prices as well. I just want to do CRO tests and let it run for like a week, and then just stack a bunch of wins, CRO test wins, to slowly increase my conversion rate. It's probably the easiest way to increase your net margin without spending any more on ads. So yeah, and then I didn't finish this sentence right here, but this is supposed to say, share my insights with you guys on YouTube. That's what my channel is for, and my channel grows as my store grows. And yeah, I guess that's the game plan moving forward, guys. And I'm gonna end this. This isn't counting the sixth slide. This is just a quote. I'm gonna end every presentation with a quote from Alex Hormozy, so you guys can read that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I will answer all of your comments. All right, peace.